You guys may have remembered a long time ago we did a JP journey. Well, a very short journey. I did about 2 or 3 videos on the Japanese version, starting a brand new account, kind of getting into it, and then I never really went anywhere with it. The reason for that was because whenever Grand Crusade came out on the Japanese version, I'm talking about the debut release on JP, I could no longer play the Japanese version. I was running on a 32-bit emulator with BlueStacks, and every time I open GS, it just causes it to crash on that emulator, which was fine. I figured out a workaround, which is just use a 64-bit emulator. However, for some reason, my transfer codes never worked. I told my chat this and multiple other people, and they were like, hey, just reach out to the support team and they can get back to you and, you can get your JP account back. But unfortunately, I don't even know what my user ID was, so I have no clue if I could do that. And I don't think any of my videos ever showed my JP user ID. The dream was dead, and I no longer was able to play on the Japanese version until recently. I downloaded the JP version again on my new emulator and decided that I was going to reroll for it. And I spent all day yesterday trying to reroll on stream with all of you guys, and it was a real doozy to say the least. We never even got close to having a suitable reroll for the account. Which, by the way, what are we even rerolling for? Well, right now in JP is currently the Madoka crossover, and I also thought the All-Star summon was here because it is the anniversary period right now, but comes to find out there is no All-Star summon right now. So that kind of sucks because that would have helped out the rerolling process a ton. Either way, the units we're rerolling for are the Madoka crossover characters, specifically Madoka herself or Sayaka. Both these characters are incredibly powerful, Madoka being able to be this support character that can really buff up your account, and Sayaka being this taunt tank that's giving you art gauge and a ton of additional damage. So if we could walk away with both of these characters in one account, that would be the best case scenario. Unfortunately, during my entire reroll session yesterday, I never even got close. That is the whole goal, by the way, of this video. We're just trying to get our beginner account on JP. Maybe like, OP, why though? The whole reason for this video is to show you as a new player the entire rerolling process and the pains, the struggles, and everything else that a new player goes through in order to get to a point to where your account is extremely broken. By the way, this account is going to be 100% free to play. I cannot spend any money on the Japanese version. And that's not because I don't want to. That's because I physically cannot do it with any of my debit cards, credit cards, whatever. Google Play made a change a while ago where you have to register your card in Japan or something along those lines in order to even pay for anything with a credit card. So the only other option for me on JP is to buy Japanese Google Play cards, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not even going to do that. This is completely a solo dolo journey. What sucks though is that my old account had Hoka on it. It had Uzu. I think we even had some of the Fate characters on there. And we also had a pretty hefty amount of crystals as well. And the fact that that's all gone now really freaking sucks. But as you see here, it's the 9th anniversary. We're going to be clicking through, get some crystals and large potions. There's also an expert LB stone in this. Look at this forever summon, by the way. Isn't this just beautiful? Ultimate Paladin Roy is on a forever summon. Also, if you're ever rerolling, I learned this from my chat, you can go on ahead and do your forever summon right here. This doesn't count as like your first summon, because you guys know if you're rerolling, your first summon, no matter what, single, multi, doesn't matter, is always going to be a guaranteed 5-star. So in order to make like the most use of it, you do the single summon first to get the guaranteed 5-star. And it seems like this one is going to be Tamame. Now this one though, you don't ever want to do the lottery summons. Like even though we got 10, we don't ever want to go in that and do the 10 summons because that actually counts as our first summon. If I'm not mistaken, that should be how that works. But yeah, we have tons of login bonuses and stuff on the Japanese version right now because of the anniversary, including a max elixir, which is great. So we're gonna go up here to this, then we're going to claim all of this stuff. And I will say the UI is a little bit crazy to me. I think that it looks wild, but also a bit more of like that old school arcadey gacha game UI. Like you see this up here, we have like the XP, the tiny stamina bar, we have the crystals, which takes up a lot of real estate for some reason. Of course, this right up here is the pity, which we have none of it. Oh, I just clicked on it. What did that do? Oh, you can actually see all the units you can exchange for in here, including the awoken characters being at 30 pity. Okay, that's one cool thing about the Japanese version, since it does have the new pity system. Even if these guys don't have a banner and one summon on 30 different banners, you get this. Like you can just select whoever you want from this batch, of course. This doesn't include crossover characters unless it, of course, is their current crossover like up here, but it's still like kind of cool that that's even a thing. And I don't know why we haven't got it on global yet. It could be because there's still just a lot of discourse around it. even me myself, I'm not completely sold on it. But here's a single summon coming through right now. Like I said, we're aiming for Sayaka or Madoka. By the way, you probably can tell already, brand new animations in the Japanese version. This has been in the game for the last few months. But we got a Rainbow and it is Vlad. That's tough. So what I eventually started doing yesterday while I was streaming was I just didn't even do the multi-summon if I didn't get a Madoka character within a single. And this banner has all of them on it. So the fact that I didn't even get one Madoka character is astonishing. And you'd be like, oh people, why would you do that? Why would you cancel it and just go ahead and delete everything? It's because the chance of me getting a congratulations, if that's even in the game anymore, is so low. I cannot get 2 Madoka characters in one single multi-summon. It's just not possible. I tried for like 3 hours yesterday summoning, or I think it was actually 2 hours in total for rerolling, and I didn't get that outcome once. Now, one thing I could do, since I am on an emulator, I could actually do a bunch of different instances and stuff like that. But if I want to record the experience, it's really not the best for me to do something like that because it's very taxing on my computer after I open about 10 of them. So yeah, I don't necessarily want to do that. But if you were trying to be like super optimal, that is something that you could do. If you're on PC, you can have 10 emulators running at once, all doing the same thing, all re-rolling at the same time. So here we go again, single summon into the multi. That's all we're doing. Gold touch, no red on that. If we see a red like pulse, I think that's good. From what we kind of discovered yesterday during my live stream, red pulse is possibly good. I didn't mean to do the multi-summon. I didn't get a Madoka character. Fuck. Also, I do appreciate everybody on stream yesterday talking and chatting and being there. I had a lot of people ask me like, OP bro, let me reroll with you, or let me reroll for you, or here I have like an extra JP account or whatever that you can have. And I was like, man, I appreciate it, but I'm trying to do this on my own if I can. Depending on how this video goes and how long we're rerolling for, it's currently 9 a.m. I could possibly take some offers, just saying. I guess in reality, the best outcome would be if you got both Madoka characters that you wanted and Uppies Roy from the Forever Summon. That would probably be the best outcome that I could get, and I don't think I'm that lucky, I'm gonna be honest. Let's do the single again. Gold touch again, man. It's probably Bear Men's. Yep, it's Finn. Bro, get out of here. It would definitely be really good there was just another banner here, because I could do that too, but unfortunately there's not. I don't have a lot of options right now on JP, surprisingly, which is a little worrying, because if JP doesn't have a crossover, or if there's not like some type of anniversary going on, it's going to be really hard for me to catch up, even like progress a bit on the JP side. As a new player, if there's no crossover, that means there's no gotcha equip banner, which really sucks. That means I have to grind for all of the giant boss equips, which a lot of them are outdated at this point. And that probably means that the next banner isn't a unit that's going to directly affect me or benefit me in any way, shape, or form. Unless they're just planning on dropping some straight heaters in the next few months. Maybe they are, because I feel like 2026, well, then again, I guess this is present time, right? For JP. JP players don't know what's coming next. I think 2026 for Global looks a little rough. Like, in all honesty, if you have a really good account in Global right now, the best character for you to get going into the new year would be Shala. That's it. And that's if we actually get her in 2026. If we get Shala in 2026, that's really the only unit you need, unless we get other crazy crossover characters. But of course, you know, we have to see Sar? I mean, of course, you could add a bit more to that list, technically. Like, if you like Sword God Luan's team, you probably want to pick up Natasha when she eventually comes out. Orville D is another one, right? You probably want Orville D. But in reality, I would say, like, the two... Yeah, you know what? Out of all of them, I would say the two biggest priorities would be Orville D and Shala for next year, or this year. I do feel like JP might do a rerun after this Madoka crossover. But then again, I also think it leaves a bit of a bad taste in everybody's mouth that the first crossover of the year is a rerun. It's like, come on, man. We're starting 2026 off a little rough. This unit's not even on JP, on Global, is she? I don't think she is. That just shows you how big of a discrepancy there is between Global and JP. I've gotten, even yesterday on stream, there was another guy that I got. He was a fire unit. He's not on Global, but he's on JP. Like, we've been out of the Awoken era for years. And the fact that we don't have all the Awoken characters on the Global side of the game, it's kind of insane how mishandled the Global version is at times. Because there's so much, like so many pieces of content that we're missing. I know someone on Reddit used to keep track of it a long time ago. I think it was like up to 50 side stories that we didn't have in Global. I don't know if that guy still keeps track of it. I don't even know if he plays the game anymore. More than likely, probably not. I feel like a lot of the vet players, a lot of people from like, you know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, don't play this game anymore, which is kind of sad. You know, I've been around since the initial release of this game, of course. Well, not completely the initial release, pretty much a month after the game dropped, and I've been following it pretty much ever since. And I've seen a lot of people come and go, and it's very sad to see how many people have just kind of left the scene. Because a lot of cool people in the scene at one point, and I mean, there's still some cool peeps in here, but it just kind of shows you like how much, I guess, the community matters at times, and just how that really shapes a game and helps fuel the enjoyment of a game, especially an online game like this. That whenever that community goes away, it's like, well, now you just don't got anything. I messed up the uwu. That's tough. If you're someone who plays GS right now, and you don't even have like at least a friend who plays GS, or a coworker, or like, you know, maybe you're in a Discord server or something like that, playing GS by yourself has to be very depressing. I'm gonna be honest. Not saying that, you know, it's a complete co-op game, but being able to share your experiences and frustrations, or talk about units and ideas that you have for certain team comps and all that, it adds a whole nother layer to the game. And I mean, I would recommend doing that in pretty much any game that you play that is like more online. You know, if you're playing more of a single player game, I probably wouldn't do that, because eventually, well, I mean, it's the same with GS. Eventually you're going to get to the people who are just absolute assholes, and it's like you have to play this way or it's the highway, and it's like, dude, that's so weird. At the end of the day, it's a game and it's meant to be enjoyed. If you don't have enjoyment playing the game and like spending time playing the game and doing stuff in game, and you're just constantly chasing these pixels, do you think that's all that matters? Dude, like, you're gonna hate yourself. Just enjoy what you're playing, man. You know, if you don't like what you're playing, then go somewhere else. That's a red pulse. Y'all saw the red pulse, right? Hold on, let's see if we get something. Red pulse does not mean anything, it seems like. But yeah, I mean, if you just chase pixels, you know, in any game, you know, if you just think the pixels is all that matters, like, pretty much what I'm trying to say is enjoy the journey and not the destination, right? It's kind of like that in multiple aspects of life. Enjoy the process of getting where you want to go, because once you're there, you're probably gonna be like, damn, kind of boring. You know, like, you have everything now, what's next? The game that taught me that, by the way, was Warframe. Warframe was definitely the game, because I used to play Warframe so heavy, man. And I'm thinking about getting back into it here soon, but I've just been playing like so many different games. I'm currently playing through Expedition 33 with my girlfriend, and we have been loving that. We haven't been able to play recently because I've been so busy. I just recently got a new job and everything. So I've been having to, you know, deal with that. I really had to get on like a whole new sleep schedule and everything. It's starting to slow down again because, you know, everything's kind of set in motion now. And since that's the case, you know, we can hop back on that Expedition 33. But after I get done playing Expedition 33 and like all these other games, I probably will return to Warframe. I've heard some great things recently. And I'm not stopping this video until we get some kind of reroll. Like, if I have to stream until I have to go to work later, I will. I'll do it. Well, I guess I'm not streaming, but, you know, recording. I don't want to spend all day, you know, doing that, because then that means this video won't be coming out today, which is fine. You know, I can just post it tomorrow. But your boy just wants a Madoka. Like, isn't it crazy? We haven't seen a single Madoka character in the game. I don't even think they're here anymore. The good news is, on JP at least, is that with the carryover pity, even though it sucks whenever you're just trying to like hard focus one banner, I think that for this account, it may benefit it more than hurt it, since we're going to be doing a lot of like one and dones. Especially on character banners, even if we're not interested in the character, I think it might still be worth just to do the one and done, because every single first multi-summon gives you +2 to the pity counter. What I'm hoping is by the time a banner comes out, we're really close to pity and we can just spam a few multis on it, then boom, we have the unit we want. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's going to be a possibility right now, because we are 30 minutes in and we haven't got, oh, there we go. There we go. Please, bro, please. We got the Mira animation too with the Reyes. What we get? Oh, we got Sayaka. Okay, this is possible. We're looking good. We're looking good. 30 minutes in, we're looking good. We have the Sayaka. Now what we need to do is that we need to get Madoka. We need to get Madoka. Madoka would be the best, because Madoka gives us a passive 30% DR. And on top of Sayaka being a taunt tank and a bit of an arch-gener, that is going to be exactly what we need at this current moment. So we're going to do a multi-summon right now. Please, Rainbow Touch. Please, game. It's Gold Touch. Fuck. And it was blue, gold. Oh, fuck. And it's Reyes doing this animation. Oh, it's going to be Bare Mins. Damn it. That was like the closest we've gotten so far. Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of unfeatured 5 stars, huh? No way, bro. There's no way. That's what's literally been happening the entire time while I've been summoning on this banner, or let me say re-rolling on this banner. Yesterday, it kept happening where we would get one Madoka character, but we wouldn't get the other. Here we go again. Oh my god. Oh, red all the way through. That has to be good. I've never seen red all the way through. What is that? Right? That has to be something, right? Okay, it is. Thank God. We got Sayaka again. Okay, at least it's good that we keep getting her from the single summon, because if we can get her and then just one... I said Madoka, but I Could possibly go with someone else, maybe, but Madoka would be the best case scenario here. This crossover ends on the 20th. I would have 5 days to try to grind some crystals and hopefully squeeze something out if I don't get her here. And oh wait, blue into red, and we got rags. If I'm just gonna let you guys know, rags means that you're getting something goated, and the fact that we got mirror 2, hopefully this is 2 Madoka characters. Please, the next video could be us going through the game. Come on, bro, please. This might be it. This might be it, chat. Oh, we did it. We did it. That was Madoka. We did it, and we got dupe Sayaka. You guys remember how I said I never get a 2-in-1? Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not upset with the dupe Sayaka, but like, damn, bro, I wouldn't have mind. You know, a dupe, freaking, or not a dupe, but a new Madoka character. Holy goodness, that took us forever. But we now have our starting account here with Sayaka and also Madoka. All right, now we have our stuff backed up, so hopefully we don't lose the account, even though I had it backed up last time and I still lost it. So the next time you guys see me, I should have some progress going. Oh wait, let me not quit. I'll just finish this one. Hopefully we got some good progress. Either way though, thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been your boy P, and let's see how far I can get this time in JP. But before you leave, don't forget to drink water. You guys thought I forgot it. I didn't forget it. I didn't forget it. See, I got you. I got you all.